And we welcome you back in here to Gill St. Bernard's. Now they're making a couple of announcements here before the start of Game 2 of our doubleheader tonight, where the Gill St. Bernard's Knights will host the Immaculata Spartans. And this should be an excellent game. A very pleasant good evening, everybody, and welcome into the broadcast. My name is Joe Basile alongside Derek Raymond here for game number 2 on Strive TV. And Derek, this should be an excellent matchup.
I've been looking forward to coming back to Aresti Pavilion and taking part in one of these broadcasts for a while now. I know that the Gill St. Bernard's team is a phenomenal organization, and they're able to put up some fantastic shows, so I'm really looking forward to tonight.
And they certainly should be able to put up a fantastic show with, the player who's going to be leading them here this evening, Jonas Stakaleunis, and we'll talk a little bit more about him right on the other side of the national anthem coming up right now. And so right before the anthem, as you hear the end of the thunderous applause here at the Aresti Pavilion, we're talking a little bit about Jonas Stakaleunis for the Gill St. Bernard's Knights. Of course, the 6'5", 215-pound Lithuanian had a pretty good season last year, 6.3 points per game, 4.5 rebounds per game. Also with offers from 4 Division I schools, Fairleigh Dickinson, their Teaneck campus, which is the Division I Fairleigh Dickinson schools, Siena, Holy Cross, and Marist, all going after Stakaleunis and trying to secure his services going forward. The senior, like we said, from Lithuania should be putting on a nice show tonight. And well, now we've met Stakaleunis a little bit, let's meet the rest of the roster here for Gill St. Bernard's.
Alex Shackney, Summit, New Jersey.
Dallas Hoffman, Hawthorne, New Jersey.
Harrison Demara, Baskin Ridge. Matt Delpiori, Flemington, New Jersey.
Adam Matola, Florham Park, New Jersey.
John Michael May, Bridgewater, New Jersey.
Jonas Sakarunas, Klaipėda. Julia Stoma, Vilnius.
Michael Moriali, Montville, New Jersey.
Ian Demarest, Summit, New Jersey.
Tyus Battle, Edison, New Jersey.
And, well, that's the roster. They are led by their coach, Mergen Sina, who has been here for a number of years, 5th season at the helm, graduated from Seton Hall University. Also spent 12 years as a player overseas. He's got a couple of kids, both playing basketball at the Division I level. His daughter is playing at the University of Binghamton. His son plays for Seton Hall. We'll learn a little bit more about them a little bit later on his career. He's got a record of 84, 23, and 1. He's done a fantastic job really turning this Gill St. Bernard's team into a good group of winners. As you see right now, some of the starting lineups being announced right now, and we'll give you a look at who those starters are for Gill St. Bernard's tonight. It will be running the point John Michael May, and Adam Matola will join him in the backcourt. Ian Demarest is the small forward. Playing the 4 is Julia Stoma, and Their big center tonight is Jonas Stakliunas. And, well, one notable player not in that lineup tonight is Tyus Battle, battling an ankle injury. The highly coveted recruit Battle will not be playing in this one, and that is huge for the Knights, Derek.
That is certainly a bummer, not only for the Knights, but for us as well, because we always like seeing them come out. And yes, they're going to have to figure out a different offensive strategy, because he is really a big driving force, if not the biggest driving force in their offense. He's quick, he's fast, and he's super strong and determined when he goes to the hole or when he decides to post up and shoot. He's an all-around player that brings a lot to this Gill St. Bernard's team. So yes, having him not on the court, detrimental, sure, but I'm sure that Mergensen is going to figure out a way to move the offense around and shuffle it around so that they can make up for that. So I'm looking forward to see what happens tonight.
Yeah, it certainly should be interesting to see what they do without Battle out there on the court. Of course, just a junior's got, well, offers from a myriad of pretty high-profile Division I teams as we get just about set to go here. It'll be Stakliunas taking the opening tip for Gill St. Bernard's against George Browning of the Immaculata University Spartans. And the tip is won back by Stakliunas, and we are underway here. It's John Michael May with the ball on the right wing. He hands off on a pass to Adam Matola. Now swing it back over to May, looks to drive in, kick to the outside. Long two here coming from Matola. Shot was no good and rebounded by Immaculata. As we are underway here, still very early, no score in the first quarter, 7:35 remaining. On the outside for the Spartans of Immaculata with the ball right now is Gianni Barani. He now gives to Julian Alexis, look to try and drive the baseline. Didn't have anywhere to go and gave right back up top for Barani, running the point, guarded by Matola. The ball finds its way over to George Browning. Back over to Barani. Spartans going right to left across the court here early. They feed a pass down into the post. Now kick it back up top for Browning. Guarded well by Stoma. Good defense being played here by Gill St. Bernard's as Immaculata hasn't been able to get anything in deep. They just had to settle to swing it around the outside.
And of course, with no shot clock, you know that they are not forced to shoot at any one particular time. So, with that being said, Gill St. Bernard's is doing a good job of not allowing them to cut back down low or get any looks. I mean, this is the longer they have the ball here without a shot, the more effective their defense has been.
Jared Chambliss, the freshman for Immaculata, looked to drive in, and he lost the ball. It was picked up by Ian Demarest. And now the Knights looking for the first point. Stakliunas drives the baseline, kick to the outside, now in deep for Stoma. And a whistle and a foul call going against the Spartans. Looks like they're going to get Julian Alexis for fouling Stoma in the post. First team foul going against Immaculata here in the first. 6:28 remaining, still nobody's scored yet in this one. This should be a good matchup here between the Gill St. Bernard's Knights, who are the number 6 team in the state of New Jersey, according to NJ.com.
And this is good communication right now between Stoma and Stakliunas, because as the two big guys, they're going to have to figure out a way to share that center area in the paint.
May for three, a little bit strong, but the rebound goes to Stoma, and he gets a second chance basket fall for the first points in this game, 2-0. Now in favor of the Knights with 6 minutes remaining here in the first quarter.
I think the two big men for the Knights here are going to be the big difference maker tonight without Tyus Battle on the floor.
Alexis gives to Chambliss in between the circles. Now over to the right for Barani. Barani drives the baseline, loses the ball as he got trapped, and it's stolen away by Adam Matola. Matola bounce pass ahead for Stoma, goes up and has the shot blocked, energizing the Immaculata crowd. Now the Spartans the other way. They're still looking for their first points of the game here over 2.5 minutes into this contest. On the outside, it's George Browning looking to drive in, goes over Stakliunas as he heads to the basket, and a whistle and a foul call. That's going to go against Stack and send Browning to the free throw line.
That's a big block we saw on the other side. That's got to energize the team and the crowd for sure. But you just, on those fast breaks, you want to be able to really push the pace on that one and not meander your way down there. I know I say meander, but really go full force and make him make, a strong defensive play, although with a huge swat like that, I don't know how you won't call that strong.
Browning goes 1 for 2 from the charity stripe, and so it is 2-1 in favor of the Knights here with just over 5 minutes left in the first. Mee drives in, gives to Stackle-Unis. Now kick up top for Demarest, 3 from straight away, a little bit off to the left, and a whistle, and an over-the-back foul called against, I believe, Stackle-Unis.
That's a good look.
Check that. They're going to actually call that one against Immaculata. I thought at first that it was Stackle-Unis, but it was Christian Medley.
Sure, I saw the same thing. So good break for the Knights here.
Mee with it on the outside, kicks to the corner for Matolo, tried to get a bouncer into Demarest, and it was tipped by Immaculata, and a foul is going to get called against Julian Alexis. Second. And check that third foul against the Spartans so far. Still very early in this one, 2-1 the score in favor of Gill St. Bernard's. The trigger off the inbound here is Adam Matoli. He feeds one in to Mee on the right wing. Mee now over to the corner for Matoli. Gives to Stackle-Unis in the post, backing down Browning, goes up. Nice little pass to Julius Stoma, who's now got all 4 points for Gill St. Bernard's. 4-1 the score after that almost was a hook pass by Stackle-Unis. Browning kicks to Chambliss, who gives a pass over to Christian Medley, who lays it in off the glass for the first field goal made for Immaculata.
That's some great passing by Immaculata, letting the ball do the work for you. If you can't muscle your way around them, get some creative passes, and quick and crisp too.
Mee on the outside.
Could have been a push-off.
Yeah, might have been a little bit, but the ball's stolen away by the Spartans. So they kind of not got the benefit of what could have been called a push, but they get the steal the other way, and George Browning's going to get called for travel. 3:53 remain here in the first. We're glad you've joined us. In case, you're just joining us, it's 4 points so far for Julius Stoma for Gill St. Bernard's. That has them up 4-3. Joe Basile alongside Derek Raymond here this evening. May works one down in the post for Jonas Stackle-Unis. Nice spin towards the basket. He goes up and has the shot blocked. George Browning was able to get his hand on that one for the Spartans. And that's already his second block of the game.
Yeah, we're seeing a little bit of a tough task getting down low from the Knights here. It's good defense by Immaculata.
Demarest now trying his hand down low. Goes up with a shot from 6 feet, no good. Rebounded here by the Spartans, pushing the other way. It's Browning. Passing off to his right for Barani. Barani gets around his man May, drives towards the basket, goes up.
Way to stand the ground there.
Yeah. He's, I say, gonna get some for the charge. It'll be Gill St. Bernard's ball. He takes it across, gives over to Stoma. Tried to feed a pass over to the recently checked in Harrison Demera. Now it's Demarest. Over to his left for Stackle-Unis. Down to the post. Kick to the outside. 3-ball coming, and knocking it down was Harrison Demera. Senior drains a triple. Score 7-3, and you're pressing off the inbound and forcing a timeout from Immaculata. It was Gill St. Bernard's. A good job done by the Knights right there, and we've got a replay to take a look at here, Derek.
Yeah, what I want to take a look at here is the effective passing from within the paint. I mean, you see them able to cycle the ball around. That's Stoma, and then the other big man, Stackle-Unis, able to cycle that back around, kick it out way to the outside for an open look at 3. And that's what it's going to take in order for the Gill St. Bernards to really be able to come out to a lead here is being able to cycle that ball better and pass better and get open looks.
And speaking of Gill St. Bernards, make sure you save the date for Gill St. Bernards' annual Alumni Reunion Weekend on campus May 1st and 2nd. All alumni are welcome to attend, and to find out more information or register for the weekend, contact the Alumni Office at 908-234-1611, extension 292, or you can visit gsbschool.org/alumni. Certainly that should be a fun weekend here, well, May 1st and 2nd, but of course here on December 19th, we've got some basketball to play. 2 minutes and 31 seconds remain in the first quarter. 7-3 is the score in favor of the home team. Knights and the Spartans both in their season openers. With some high expectations for both teams this year. The St. Bernards full court press here off the inbound. Now they back off a little bit and do a modified. As Gianni Barani goes in towards the basket. His initial shot was no good, but it was cleaned up by Browning, who's now got 3 for Immaculata. 7-5 the score. Me gives to Stoma. Now back to me in the right corner. Looks to drive towards the basket. Goes up as the shot blocked. And it goes out of bounds. They'll say it was last touched by the Knights. Me will check out as Adam Matola comes back into the game for Gill St. Bernards. 2 minutes left here in the first quarter. And a whistle. Looks like a foul was called here.
That's going to be
I
a
believe
hold.
it's going to be against Stackle Eunice.
Yeah, that's a hold off the inbound there, so he's going to take some time on the bench.
That is already his second foul in this first quarter. A good job by the Knights here on the press.
Yeah, great pressure. I mean, they're really causing havoc here, and they're able to force mistakes. And suddenly now it's Gill St. Bernard ball.
Matola grabs it off the inbound for Gill St. Bernard's, driving in. And a whistle coming. Another stoppage as they're going to get Gianni Barani for the violation that time. 4th foul going against Immaculata already.
Yeah, GSB is really able to put the pressure on and force some fouls here. Going to be in foul trouble quite soon if they're not careful.
Adam Matola dribbles, pulls up for 3, shot no good. Rebound skips out of bounds. I'll say last touch by Julius Stoma. So it'll be Immaculata ball again, full court pressure here for Gill St. Bernard's. This time Immaculata is able to get it in. 7-5 the score, minute 35 left here in the first. On the outside it's Barani. Kicks to his right. Now the ball finds its way all the way back to him on the left wing. Trolling is Jared Chambliss. To Barani between the circles, guarded well by Michael Moriali. Tips the pass, tries to come away with a steal, but it's recovered by George Browning. Now Immaculata with some numbers, going up with the shot. Chambliss, no good. Rebounded by Harrison Tamara and pushed the other way. They get one down low. Stoma in the post, goes up with the shot, no good. Grabs his own rebound, but in the fight for it, the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Stoma. It'll be Immaculata ball once again. Substitution coming here for the Spartans. Conan Ritt checks into the game for the first time.
I think it's very interesting, and it should be noted how hard each team is having to work to get any sort of a look. I mean, this is a real defensive battle, as we just saw a turnover right here.
Here comes Moriali the other way. He goes up, tried to dunk, but he was fouled. The shot was no good. George Browning doing the good job at the transition defense is going to make Moriali trying to earn those points from the charity stripe now. Good foul there. By Browning. First shot is good. First points of the game for the sophomore, Moriali. He's no good on the second, and it's Browning going up there and grabbing the rebound. Now pushing the other way, the Spartans looking to up the tempo. It's Ritt with the ball. He gives to Browning, driving in, goes up from just in front of the free throw line. Can't get the friendly roll off the back of the rim, and the ball is rebounded eventually by Julius Stoma. Here comes Gill St. Bernard's. Demarest gives to Demera. Back to Demarest. He just hands it off to Adamatola. We'll back things out, bark out some orders, and get a play set up here for the Knights, who lead 8-5, 10 seconds left here in this first quarter. Look like they're holding for the last shot. Going up for three is Demera, no good. Rebound by Stoma. He can't get the second chance to go. Grabs his rebound again, gets fouled right before the buzzer, and will head to the free throw line. And we'll see, as that foul occurred before the buzzer, obviously, otherwise Stoma wouldn't be heading to the line.
Exactly.
We'll see how much time they put back on the clock. Whether it's enough for Immaculata to feasibly get a shot off. Stoma's first is good. They haven't put any time back on the clock yet. But now the referee's conferring and are going to inform the Immaculata coaches of how much time is left. Of course, their head coach, Ryan McKeever, as they are going to put 0.1 seconds, or is that just 1 second?
You know, it's
on the clock.
I think they're,
because what they've put on the clock,
that's you can't have that
reads,
much time on the clock. You can't have 0.01 seconds on a clock.
You have to have at least
3/10.
Yeah.
Right?
And now they'll put exactly 1 second
second
back on the clock, even though I thought the foul occurred with less than that. Maybe about 6 or 7/10 of a second. Not that it makes that much of a difference. He hits the second, and that will do it for this first quarter. 10-5 is the score in favor of Gill St. Bernard's in a defensive struggle, Derek, in that first quarter.
I would say so. I mean, when the Knights are only putting up 10 points in a quarter, I'm going to go ahead and think that either they had a real tough time or were just missing shots. And their percentage wasn't low. They just couldn't take that many shots. So you're right. It's a big defensive battle between both of these teams right now. I mentioned earlier how difficult it is to get a look. I want to take a look here just at Stoma in this last sequence, and look how hard that he had to work to get a rebound. So we see Demarest take a look, no good, gets the rebound. Looks like he was fouled there, maybe a little head fake to do it, but look how hard he has to work to get that shot off. And even then, the best look he has is a falling fadeaway jump. So yeah, I'd say this is a big defensive battle right now with the Knights coming out on top 10-5.
Yeah, certainly. I mean, it's not that you expect to see games with scores in the 70s and 80s all that often in high school, but certainly a score that is, on.
I mean, we're on pace now for 40 points.
For 40 to 20 is a little bit low, really.
Yeah.
By any kind of standard, really. But
sure.
Certainly it's been exciting basketball because both teams have been playing such high pressure on defense and making the other teams work. It's been very entertaining to watch so far, and as we start the second quarter here, hopefully we'll keep that entertainment level high right now. On the outside for Immaculata, it's Christian Medley. He gives to Browning up top. Those Gill St. Bernard's coaches were looking for a travel but did not get the call. Now it's Browning again. Back to Medley. And he fired a pass that went out of bounds. But it was, in fact, last touched by Gill St. Bernard's. So Immaculata will keep the ball. And, well, a lot of also what's contributed to kind of the low scoring in this game, Derek. And if you see it another way, at least what I'm saying is just because they're playing such good defense, teams, it's not like there's a high volume of shots.
Right.
Which I believe was something that you
their
mentioned.
Percentages aren't low. And, the reason I want to say right now that it's 10-5 is if you look at the amount of fouls, you've got Immaculata with 6 already in the first quarter. That's the only reason that it's 10-5 right now is that they've had more opportunity at the free throw line.
Going up at the free throw line with a jump shot was Barani, and he knocks it down for his first 2 points of the game. Make it 10-7 now. Meek quickly the other way for the Knights. And he lays that one in off the glass. 12-7 with 6:50 left here in the second quarter. Browning controls for Immaculata, streaking towards the basket. And he gets tied up with Julius Stoma, and a whistle and a jump ball is now the student section.
Nice.
Really getting raucous over there. Part of that pink out tonight. Raising money for cancer. The possession arrow favored Gill St. Bernard's. They'll take the ball as the Pink Army continues to, and Santa Claus is here. Okay.
It's not a game without Santa. That's
Now-
what I've always said.
Now we've seen it all. Well, we saw it all a little while ago. On the outside, it's Gill St. Bernard's. Me driving in, shot no good, couldn't get the floater to fall. Rebounded by Immaculata. The other way for three, Julian Alexis. And he gets it to fall.
How important are those threes going to be down the line when shots, open looks like that, are so few and far between?
Out of Matola on the right wing, feeds down low.
Wow.
For Demarest. 14-10 now in favor of the Knights with 6 minutes remaining here in this first half. And the fans here really starting to come alive. Down low in the post, it's Medley with the ball and a whistle. Coming here, looks like a foul. Getting called against Gill St. Bernard's. On the floor though, so Immaculata will inbound from underneath their own basket. Barani will chuck it in. He gets it quickly to Alexis with a 2 from the corner. Shot no good, and it skips out of bounds off the rebound. It'll be GSB ball. 14-10 the score with 5:38 left here in the second quarter. John Mee carried across, now pass over to Adam Matola, back to Mee. Mee kicks to the right corner, going up for a long 2, Moriali, and he knocks it down. 16 points for Michael Moriali, the sophomore. It's a 6-point lead for the Knights, pressing off the inbound, and a whistle as the ball ended up skipping back out of bounds, and so we'll redo the inbound pass coming from Immaculata. Try to get it in, and they finally do. Running the other way is Barani towards the basket, right-hand layup attempt, no good. Fight for the rebound, goes to Julius Stoma.
And that's
Now Mee coming the other way.
Coach
Kick to the
Cena.
corner, 3 ball, and it's good.
Wow.
Harrison Demera with his second 3 of the game. Timeout taken by Immaculata.
I was going to say that Coach Cena imploring his players to use speed and get down there as quick as they could. And it worked out great for them because they were able to draw everyone in and then have Demera with the open look.
And you know what you should do as fast as you could, and that's buy a raffle ticket for the Parents Association's tuition raffle. Buy your tickets today. There's less than 100 left for the chance to receive a $10,000 credit towards tuition for the 2015-2016 GSB academic year. You can learn more about the tuition raffle at gsbschool.org/tuition raffle.
Sounds like a good deal to me. I'd enter if I could go back to high school because I'd love to go to high school here. I wish I did.
I feel like calling it high schools doesn't even do it justice. This is like this is nicer than a lot of college campuses.
This is Harry Potter level of school. That's how much fun it looks like these kids have.
Certainly. All out of bounds here. Last touch by the Knights on that aggressive full court press. 19-10 is the score with 4 minutes and 55 seconds remaining here in this second quarter. They get it into Barani. Will bring it across, and he has the ball stripped and stolen away from him by John Mee. What a great job on the press by Mee. Now Mee drives towards the basket. He goes up through a lot of contact, gets the bucket of fall. No foul called. 21-10 now the score in favor of Gill St. Bernard's. Immaculata works it across. A whistle here. Leave of foul was called against the Knights. 21-10, 4:32 left here in the second. They get it in to Spartans, to Conan Ritt, who's checked back into the game. Ritt fires a pass to the corner for Julian Alexis. And a whistle and a foul called as Alexis was driving the baseline. They're going to get Morreale for his first personal. 5th team foul against Gill St. Bernard's here in his first half.
Yeah, in the second corner, the game is singing a different song. That's Gill St. Bernard's fouling a lot, and it's now 5 against 6 fouls.
21-12 now the score. Outside for 3, Demarest. No good on the shot, and it is rebounded out of bounds. Last touch by Immaculata, so GSB will get another chance. And well, you mentioned they're fouling a little bit more, but it's not really showing up on the scoreboard, as well, Gill St. Bernard's has just been deadly from the field here in this second quarter, as Demarest's pass intended for John Michael Mee goes out of bounds. Just looked like some miscommunication that time.
A little bit, and that's going to happen, but like you said, it's not reflective of the score right now, 21-12 Knights, and that's because they've been able to find the groove, and they've been able to, just in the last play, we saw how effective this defense is in shutting down, and there it is again, forcing a turnover.
Down here, a jump ball is going to get called. The possession arrow, if my memory serves me correctly, favors Immaculata, so they should hang on here.
The Knights have been able to figure out how to draw everyone inside the paint here and have at least 1 or 2 shooters open for a look, and then rely on Stoma and Stack to be able to get that rebound. It's happened on a couple of different occasions here. They've been able to get points off the board.
Losing the handle on the dribble was Jared Chambliss, but he got it back. Fired one into the corner for Barani. Looked to drive, then backed it out for Browning. Went up for the shot and had it blocked by Morreale. A sophomore going up and wreaking some havoc on defense. Has come up with a couple of steals and now a big block there. Nearly had an exclamation point with a slam dunk earlier, but was fouled going up for it, and it was no good. So he's having himself a good game, putting his mark on it. And Del Priori on the defense here, and a whistle and a foul call. They're going to nick Del Priori. Another substitution coming here for the Knights. Checking in for the first time is the freshman Alex Skackney.
And look at the enthusiasm he's going to bring. It's going to have a little talking to with coach right now. He loves the enthusiasm, but just keep your manners about you, Keep your hands to yourself here. But yeah, enthusiastic and energetic, and he's getting his time off the bench now, and he wants to make the most of it.
Send Barani to the line, and he is good on the first of the 1-and-1. Of course, here now with Gill St. Bernard's over the limit with their 7th team foul here in this first half. Looks like Demarest is going to check back into the game for the Knights, as Del Priori will have a seat on the bench. And he is good on the second, so Barani is a perfect 2 for 2 from the line. Make it 21-14 in favor of Gill St. Bernard's. Mee has it. Little crossover move, tries to get around Barani, gets a screen now from Demarest, dishes to Stoma down low, and he gets it to go. Slashing, dash into the basket. 23-14 the score. 2:50 left here in the second. Losing a handle on the dribble is Barani, and he has it stripped right out of his hands by Stoma.
They're going to call jump ball on that one. I think it might have been off a little that Stoma got possession a little earlier, but they award the jump ball.
I got to tell you, Julius Stoma going for those kinds of balls, is those loose balls and coming up with those strips. He has been an absolute monster defensively doing that today. And, of course, the offensive contributions with the 6 points already, a big reason why Gill St. Bernard's out to the 23-14 lead.
He is a big, strong guy. He's a big, strong guy. And at this level, if you're a man like he is, you're going to be able to throw your weight around and use your strength to your advantage. And that means playing down and dirty, going for those balls on the floor and going in hard with that low shoulder to try and jostle it loose or, kind of box him out on the ground. I'm liking what I'm seeing out of him.
Yeah, and still just a junior, too, so looking ahead.
They get another year.
They get another year of him, and just the future and the potential there is pretty exciting for Gill St. Bernard's. The timeout down on the floor, and while we've got the time here in the broadcast, I'd like to remind you that the Gill St. Bernard's Annual Fund provides essential operating funds to support GSB faculty and students with academic, athletics, arts, infrastructure, community service, and college placement programs. Now, if you have not already, please consider making your contribution today. You can either give online at gsbschool.org/gift by check payable to GSB, or contact Mike Liddy in the development office at 908-234-1611, extension number 205. Once again, that's 908-234-1611, extension 205. It's that fund that really helps Gill St. Bernard's put on the production that they have the facilities that they have, and be as good of a school as they are. It will be Gill St. Bernard's ball here after the foul against Immaculata. Well, it wasn't a foul, actually. They grabbed the free throw and then landed on the baseline and were out of bounds, turning it right back over to the Knights. 2:30 left here in the second. Mays got it. He gives over to Demarest on the left wing. Working it down low for Stoma. A little turnaround, and he banks it in off the box. Julius Stoma now with 8 points, 25-14 in favor of the Knights. 2:15 left. Immaculata's got it. Driving in is Jared Chambliss. And they're going to call him for a charging violation. Good job drawing the charge that time by Demarest. Hanging in there and getting the contact from Chambliss. 11-point lead for Gill St. Bernard's here with just over 2 minutes remaining here in this second quarter. May has it. Handoff pass goes now to Demera. It's Matola on the right wing. Gets a screen from Demarest. Gives it right back to him. Demarest, rather than rolling completely, just passed out for Stoma. And a jumper from the high post, which was no good. Rebounded by Immaculata. Now they rush the other way. Browning kicks to the outside. It's deflected out of bounds. Last touched by the Knights. So Immaculata will retain possession of the ball here as Moriali checks back into the game for Gill St. Bernard's. Demarest will have a seat on the bench. At the inbound pass, quick three coming here for Julian Alexis. Shot no good. Rebound skips out of bounds and into the crowd. So Gill St. Bernard's will have the ball. Up 25-14. Each team with 7 fouls so far in this game. Minute 30 remain here in the first half. Outside for three, Demera, shot no good. A little bit long, going for the rebound, Moriali. And he was fouled. So he'll head to the free throw line and shoot 1 and 1. Moriali is 1 for 2 from the free throw line in this game. First is good. He's good on the second as well, so Moriali this time goes a perfect 2 for 2 from the free throw line, making it 27-14. Now in favor of Gill St. Bernard's. 1:23 left here in this first half. Immaculata works it across, tried to get one into the post, but it was tipped away. But Recovered very quickly by Barani, and now he gives for Alexis. Guarded well by Demera on the outside, drives in. Shot from the top of the key is no good, and on the rebound, a whistle and a foul going against John Michael Mee. Mee was
I thought it
well,
was
I'll just say
standing
that Mee, quite frankly, had Medley slide down his back,
there. Yeah.
but they're saying that he reached around back.
I'm not sure what that move the ref did to signify the foul there. It's something I haven't really seen.
Yeah,
cupping his hands behind his back.
Yeah, that's an interesting one.
You don't usually see that one, but regardless, it's Mia with the foul.
Immaculata with the ball, 27-14, 44 seconds left here in this first half. Jump shot coming here from Browning, no good. Rebounded by Gill St. Bernard's. Mia drives in, goes up with the shot, knocks it down. The little runner from down low, quickly the other way. It is Immaculata going up for the shot, no good. Rebound goes out long, and climbing into the stands trying to save the loose ball was Mia, but luckily he is A-OK, will remain in the game. 29-14 is the score. Favor Gill St. Bernard's.
Yeah, and we're going with the fast package right now. We got 2 subs out, and it's all quick guys. With 20 seconds left on the clock, I like this move by Coach Cena.
Try and force Immaculata to miss the shot and then grab the board and quickly get down.
Yep.
Or maybe come up with a steal like that. As nearly getting that one away was Matt Del Priore, but he was unable to stay in bounds as the ball skipped away, and so it'll stay Immaculata ball. 10.5 seconds left here in the first quarter. 29-14 the score in favor of the Knights. Long, deep inbounds all the way back to Barani in his own end. Nearly has it poked away by Del Priore, who might have gotten poked in the eye himself. And as Barani was heading towards the basket, he was fouled. Del Priore seems to be favoring his left eye a little bit.
Yeah, I think he did get poked. He wouldn't just give up on the play like that. And that's a good job by Immaculata to run the length of the court pretty much. You know, with 10 seconds to go, and I saw that inbound all the way back in their paint, I thought they were just going to kind of run the clock out almost. But they went into a dead sprint and were able to get the foul out of it, and because of it, they have a chance at 2 here. The first one is good.
With 3.3 seconds left, if this free throw is good, Gill St. Bernard's might just have enough time to get it all the way down and get a last-second shot off of their own.
That's Demira in the background. Well, you can't really see him. He's camera right.
Shot no good, and that is going to pretty much do it here. The shot would count, but it is a little bit short by Barani. And so we will head into the locker room with the score 29-15 in favor of the Gill St. Bernard's Knights. And, well, Derek, what a first half for the Knights, playing for most of it without Jonas Stakel-Eunice, who we figured would be a big impact in this game. He got into some foul trouble early. He sat for a majority of the first half, and also missing Tyus Battle, arguably their best player for, well, the entire game. He's not going to play because he's battling an ankle injury, and yet still up 29-15 at the half on Immaculata.
And a couple of times they went with their fast package to be able to open it up and try and get some space. But I want to take you through a couple of highlights here and just show you what's been going on and how they've been able to do it. How about the effort on the press here? This is going to be John Michael Mia just annoyingly. It's just annoying if you're another player how effective he is at that, and that's turned around and you get the and one by Mia again. So in the first half, I'm most impressed with what John Michael Mia has been able to do. And again, you see Mia here able to drive it in and be able to get the points off the board. Here's the layup right here. He's able to just cut it really lower that shoulder and get in deep. A jump shot by Moriale. I mean, he's just been everywhere tonight. Look at, he's able to, oh, that wasn't Moriale, I'm sorry. That was.
Yes, it was.
Yeah,
Oh,
so he's really able to open up the floor. Him and John Michael Mia are able to do a lot of great things tonight.
Yeah, they certainly have been able to do a lot of great things, and a lot of that you can credit to head coach Mergen Sima for coming in with a good game plan in this one. And well, we got a chance to talk with head coach Sina just a couple of days ago, and here's what he had to say about the upcoming season.
Have you ever felt?
Are you listening?
I think as the year went on, they realized how important it was to compete and play hard all the time. And over the summer, they continued to play together through the AAU circuit as a high school team. And I think that's the thing, playing as a team. I think got better as the year went on, and I think this year it's going to really show. Part of it's now they've been through it. They've seen it all. You know, they've been to the county final now for 2 years in a row. They didn't win one, but now I think it's time they realize, like, you know, what it's going to be about, and they get to play a little bit harder and try to find a way to win. I think defensively, I think we're a lot better this year. We've been very good in the preseason, and over the summer they seem to pick that part of the game up pretty well. So I think we're going to be okay. Everybody knows their roles. I mean, we've set that up. I mean, you know, our 7th, 8th, 9th could be a starter, you know, but the minutes will be obviously distributed amongst everybody. I mean, Ty's probably the only one who looks like he's going to play pretty much 30 minutes a game. His shooting really, I mean, it's stepped up. I mean, he's, in my opinion, now considered a pure shooter more than a streaky shooter. He's really worked on that aspect of his game, and he's, you know, he puts that in his repertoire, then he becomes really dangerous. I mean, we could be really good, but we need everybody.
The Gill St. Bernard's Annual Fund provides essential operating funds to support the Gill St. Bernard's family and students with academic, athletics, arts, infrastructure, community service, and college placement programs. If you have not already, please consider making your contribution to the annual fund today. You can give online at gsbschool.org/gift by check payable to GSB, or you can contact Mike Liddy in the development office at 908-234-1611, extension number 205. Also, in case you haven't heard, Gill St. Bernard's had record attendance at their open houses this year, but in case you were one of the few who missed out, we are offering a variety of upcoming tours for all grade levels. The lower school and all school tours are coming up on January 6th and February 10th, so make sure you save the date for those and come on out and tour this beautiful campus. See the GSB homepage to register online, and certainly something that, if you're considering, absolutely worthwhile to come and take a tour of the campus. And while you're at it, well, you've got your calendar out, save the date for April 18th. That is the annual gala. Stay tuned for more details in the coming weeks on the gala. Did you know that Gill St. Bernard's has a summer program right here on its 79-acre campus? Well, the High Hills Day Camp features enrichment programs, athletics, and more for all ages 3 through 15. Early bird registration discounts are still available until December 30th, so see all the details at highhills.com and visit gsbschool.org to find out more about all of the other summer camps that go on here at Gill St. Bernard's. Save the date for GSB's annual Alumni Reunion Weekend on campus May 1st and 2nd. All alumni are, of course, welcome to attend, and to find out more information or to register for the weekend, contact the Alumni Office at 908-234-1611, extension 292, or visit gsbschool.org/alumni. And, of course, one last programming note, there are fewer than 100 tickets left for the Parents Association's tuition raffle. Buy your tickets today for the chance to receive a $10,000 credit towards tuition for the 2015-2016 Gill St. Bernard's academic year. Learn more at gsbschool.org/tuition raffle. All of those things, of course, very worthwhile in case you have any interest in any of it, make sure you head on over to the Gill St. Bernard's website. And you can find out about all their great stuff and more that they've got going on right now. A couple of minutes away from the start of the second half. 29-15 the score in favor of the Gill St. Bernard's Knights. They are led in scoring by the big junior Julius Stoma, who has got 8 points so far in this one, but also they've been getting some good contributions, Derek, off the bench from senior Harrison Demera with a couple of big threes in this one.
Yeah, he's had the most open looks out of anyone, and he was able to knock some down. So that's a great job of them. Again, I want to emphasize how they're able to utilize their speed and their tenacity to open up the offensive lanes and be able to kick out across. And that's Stoma and that's Stakliunas being able to kick it around from deep in the paint for those open looks. So a great job by Demarest to be able to find those open spots and be able to turn those into points.
Yeah, and well, we've mentioned also a couple of times now in the broadcast about Tyus Battle and him not being in the game today because of an ankle injury. We're talking a little bit about some of the colleges that are going after him, and there you see as part of this little graphic here some of the very impressive schools, big name schools going after him. The University of Kentucky, Villanova, the University of Miami, Ohio State, Florida, Michigan, Syracuse, Louisville, Duke, UConn. You name it, they're interested in trying to get Tyus Battle. And like you said, just a junior, but already with a huge footprint going forward, trying to get into those high Division I ranks and perhaps even carve out a little niche in the association.
He's got the chops.
Career is over.
He's got the chops. I mean, I've been able to, lucky enough to be able to see him play last year when Strive was doing a number of games, and he was able to totally command the court. And everyone respected his ability and his speed and his strength. So, yeah, it's a bummer he's not out there right now, but I think him out, we're now seeing what the team is really made of. You know, we're able to see how good they are at passing and how ferociously they are on the defensive side. That full court press, I mean, these kids are like rubber bands here. They just keep on going and keep on going. So their full court press is paying dividends right now with a 14-point lead.
You know, that reminds me of something that basketball writer Bill Simmons came up with way back in the day in the 1990s. He would center around Patrick Ewing on the Knicks, and seemingly whenever Ewing would go down, the team would play better. And he came up with this thing where, well, maybe when teams lose their star player, everybody else steps up and you start to see some better contributions and they play a better team game, and a lot of times they go on to have success as a result of that, not having the pressure of, well, we've got to feed the ball to this guy or the other guy. You just start playing a little bit more free and easy. Not saying that that's necessarily the case here,
like
but
if
it's just something interesting that we are seeing some guys who maybe wouldn't necessarily be the ones you'd look at and have a big game for Gill St. Bernard. Check that. Pardon me on that one. Having those big games.
Yeah, if you're giving me the choice of either having Patrick Ewing on my team or not having him on my team,
well, I mean, at this
I'm
point,
taking him on my team. But your point is well taken in that after they develop a chemistry and start to play and their big guy goes down or their number one goes down, you're going to see the rest of the team have an opportunity to take advantage of ball time and be able to step up to the challenge. So in all levels, this is the case. And this is a demonstration of it at the high school level.
And, well, they certainly stepped up to the challenge in the first 16 minutes. We've got 16 more minutes of basketball to play. And well, there you go, right off the inbound, forcing the jump ball, and they get the ball.
3 seconds.
Right back.
I haven't seen this many jump balls in a high school game in, I don't think, ever.
Well, that just kind of speaks to the tenacity with the way that these teams are going after those loose balls tonight. Just nobody is giving an inch to the other guy. Mia drives down, gives to Stakliunas.
What a funky pass. What a cool, funky, creative pass.
And the score now 31-15. favor the Knights. Stackleunis back out there. He's got 2 personal fouls, so we'll have to watch himself here in this second half. It's certainly big for the Knights, even to have him back out there, because of course not only missing Battle, but missing Stackleunis for all but 4 minutes of that first half.
Sure.
Down low, going up for the shot was Barani. He got fouled in the process. Shot was good, so now he will head to the free throw line and try and convert on a 3-point play. Barani's been solid offensively for Immaculata. He's got 6 points as that one rims out. Now here comes Mia the other way. Gonna drive it himself, coast to coast. Can't get the shot to go. Stackleunis' tip was no good as well. And now Immaculata runs the other way. I have numbers 2 on 1. Laying it in and good was Alexis.
Immaculata coming out with a little bit different look right now, being able to force the issue down low.
Looks like a foul call here, going against Immaculata. Didn't quite see who they charged with the foul, but it certainly was something going against the Spartans. 31-19 the score in favor of Gill St. Bernard. Here comes Matola for 3 from the right wing. No good, grabs his own rebound and saves it into Stackleunis.
That's a great job of being able to save that. We were, 12 feet away, able to see him tiptoe that line. Great pass.
Excellent pass down to Stackleunis. He banks it in. He's now got 4 points all in the second half here. 33-19. Streaking the other way. George Browning answers right back for Immaculata. Laying it in off the glass. Now quickly the other way come the Knights. Shot no good by Moriali, but the rebound grabbed by Stackleunis. Ball finds its way around the perimeter. Tipped by Julian Alexis of the Spartans and out of bounds. So Gill St. Bernard's will hang on to the ball. Up 33-21. A 12-point lead with 6:06 remaining here in the third quarter. Inbound pass goes down into the post for Stackleunis. He backs it out, now looks to drive the baseline, and a whistle, and a travel as he went down while he was trying to drive. Mergensina not happy with the call, was looking for a foul.
A lot of contact there, but we've seen them allow that so far. It's been a bump and grind and down low, dirty game. I don't want to say dirty, but it's been hard fought. And so there is going to be a lot of contact.
Pass tipped and stolen away by Julius Stoma. Now Mia the other way for the Knights. Lays it up. No good. He couldn't get the roll off the rim. And the rebound goes to the freshman Jared Chambliss of the Spartans. Here comes Alexis. Laying it up on the other side. Shot no good. Rebounded by the Knights. Mia dashes to the basket, dishes off to Stoma at the last moment, and he lays it in. 10 points now for Stoma. He's got double digits. First night, quite frankly, player in this game in double digits. He comes away with a steal and lays it in again. What a great play on the defensive end by Julius Stoma that time, Derek.
Yeah, I've been super impressed all game with the defense. And here, as we're going to take a look at what we just saw, it's just their tenacity is just incredible. Just constant pressure, constant pressure.
And just really,
it's relentless.
An overall impressive defensive game to be able to hold any team, let alone Immaculata, to just 21 points through 2.5 quarters is a very impressive feat for a team.
Yeah, for anyone, and it's just, I don't think, the score of this game isn't going to be super high. I think we've kind of made that clear, although the scoring has opened up a little bit, but the defense has just been outstanding on both sides of the ball.
Down low in the post, going up and having the shot blocked was Christian Medley. It was Moriali coming up with the block. Now the other way, Gill St. Bernard's going up for the shot was Stoma. He had it blocked. It went off the bottom of the backboard and then out of bounds. Last touch by Immaculata. Inbounding will be Matola. Quick, a three here for Stackle Eunice. The shot was no good and rebounded by Gill St. Bernard's. Check that, Immaculata coming the other way. Airmails a three. Does Barani. Rebounded by Stackle Eunice. Shot the other way. A three for Moriali was a little bit short as the fans trying to rescue a pink teddy bear that has gotten itself caught up in the rafters by throwing a water bottle at it. And driving down low in the game is George Browning and picking up a foul.
And as we have a break in the action, we'll see the rescue mission happening.
Yes, Santa Claus is involved. He's got his beard down and trying to
never break character, son. That's the first rule, is never break character.
In the game, Browning hits the first free throw. Well, you see, he should get on one of the reindeer.
Oh, yeah.
And fly up there.
Well, now that he's broken character, we all know that he's not actually Santa
Do
Claus.
I have to come up with all of the ideas?
Yeah, I guess you do.
Oh, my goodness.
You know, bring him down here. You guys switch places, and we'll see if you can get the job done.
Stackle Eunice grabs the rebound after the second free throw was no good. 37-22, a 15-point lead for Gill St. Bernard's. Dribbling in is Adam Matola. He's got it on the outside as the rescue mission has come to a pause while Gill St. Bernard's has the ball. Matola lays it in and good, and they continue to hurl what appears to be a dark water bottle at the teddy bear. Immaculata with it on the outside. Chambliss now kicks over to his teammate Connor Ridd, who is driving in and got fouled. Ridd will head to the free throw line. As they're making progress with trying to get that bear down, but it's largely futile effort.
It's hanging on by a thread here.
As Ritt's first free throw is no good. Or no, they're throwing an air horn.
No.
That's what it looked like.
The groundskeeper has gotten a large stick, and that's the reason why the crowd is going crazy right now. It's not the fact that Immaculata just missed two of their free throws.
And they got it off.
And
there
the
it
crowd
is.
goes wild.
Well, you gotta love high schools, and now they're going more nuts than if they won the game. Mia's got it. He gives to Stoma in the post. Goes up and gets fouled. Oh, boy, that time Medley was all over Stoma. It'll make him earn the 2 points at the line. 39-22 is the score. 17-point advantage currently for the Knights. Substitutions about to come here for Gill St. Bernard's. Harrison Demera is set to check back in. Is rather checked in. He's likely going to come out here for Ian Demarest. 40-22 as Stoma goes 1 for 2 at the free throw line. They're going to trap here, full court press, and they come away with the steal. Mia goes up and gets fouled.
That full court press has been working wonders for this team so far.
Conan Ritt called for the block that time on Nate. We'll have a chance to expand the lead as he hits the first free throw. 41-22 now. 3:26 left in the third. See some of Mee's numbers from last season down there on the bottom. Of course, the first game of the year for the Knights is this one. And, you know, Derek, there was a point maybe earlier on in this third quarter where it looked like Immaculata was starting to come back a little bit. But now, Gill St. Bernard's has just opened up the floodgates here.
19 points, you're right. I think after the first minute, it was after that jump ball, after within the first 3 seconds, we really saw the Immaculata team overwhelm GSB in speed. I mean, there was a point where it just went back and forth and back and forth. The defense seemingly took a little break, and Immaculata was hitting their shots, but Gill St. Bernard's wasn't. And so at that point, I thought we were going to saw the gap close up, but then we saw the pace slow down, and the Knights defense step back up and was able to kind of neutralize their offense as we get a turnover here. What a great job.
And the Knights here already up by 20 with the ball back. Down low, Stoma goes up and puts the exclamation point on this one. Julius Stoma with 14 points. Going up with two hands and coming down with the ball that time. And quickly stolen by the Knights the other way. Behind the back feed to Demarest. And he banks it in. 46-22 as now they're just showing off out there.
How about what we are seeing? Unbelievable stuff. Let's go back to the Stoma dunk right now. And we'll see, it was off of a steal. And you saw at center, mid-court, we almost saw him, falter a little bit and then just bringing it back home. And then immediately after, it's the defense again that is able to force the issue. Here's the turnover, send it down. It's a 3-on-1 behind the back. How do you like me now?
Jeez, and who else was it on the defensive end? But the guy that we've been saying has been having a great defensive game, Michael Moriale. Coming up with another steal.
Just coming up big right now.
46-22 is the score with 2 minutes and 31 seconds remaining here in this third quarter. Remember, save the date, April 18th. That's Gill St. Bernard's annual gala, so stay tuned for more details in the coming weeks as far as that goes. But you can find all those details at gsbschool.org. Will be Immaculata ball. The trigger man will be Jared Chambliss on the baseline. Full court press still in effect here for the Knights. They get it in to Julian Alexis. They try to double team him. Baseball pass up ahead.
That'll be a block.
And a whistle and a block. Just like you said, going against the Knights, Stoma was in the way of Chambliss.
And I like that from Coach Murrigan-Sena. I like him not abandoning the game plan going in. This is what he drew up at the beginning of the game, and no matter what the score is, he's going to continue with it and keep applying that full court press. Because I think if they started to change their game plan now, I think that's when you would see the speed of Immaculata come through. And GSB not be able to neutralize that offense, and then that's where they're going to make those gains. So I think they have to stay stout and aggressive on the defense in order to maintain this lead.
Yeah, it's one of those things where, there's still a lot of basketball left to play, still over 10 minutes left in this game. It is a very large lead for GSB. Of course, at this point, 24 points is the difference. They're more than doubling up.
Sure.
Immaculata, but still, basketball is such a sport of runs where
if
Immaculata, if you let them back into the game, if you let them get hot, well, then you're back on your heels, and then next thing you know, you look up at the scoreboard, and they're right back in it.
Wow, what
Stolen
a steal.
away by Matola, and he will lay it in with the right hand off the glass. 48-22. And so what you got to do, at least for now, maybe in a couple of minutes, revisit the strategy, but for now you got to keep the pressure up and keep playing your game. As a whistle and a foul against the Knights.
Yeah, you're right. I don't think at this point you can ease off. I think you still have to apply the pressure that you've been applying all game and not abandon your game plan. But maybe, they might be able to ease up a little bit and play a little bit more conservative later on. At this point, keep the pedal to the floor here.
Driving in is Gianni Barani, and he's able to get the floater to fall. 8 points now for him. 48-24 the score in favor of the Knights. Minute 45 left here in the third. Inside a packed Aresti Pavilion here on a Friday night in Gladstone. We're glad that you joined us. On the outside, it's Adam Matola going up for three, a little bit short. Rebound gets tipped out long back to Matola. Now a three for Ian Demarest. And he gets it a fall. 51-24 now the score. Tola nearly comes away with a steal as George Browning takes it across. Still, just heavy pressure for Gill St. Bernard's. And a whistle and a foul here going against Matt Del Piore. 51-24, minute 8 remaining, and wholesale substitutions coming here for GSB. Alex Skakny has checked back in, as has John Michael Mee. Pretty much everyone on the floor except for Julius Stoma has come off.
Yeah, and I don't think the game plan's changed, but the personnel package has. And I like that move better than trying to change what you're doing, is just put in different pieces of the puzzle right now, because that's the way you practice. You know, they didn't practice two different versions of the same game. And as you can see, Immaculata not applying that full court press. I think at this point,
catch and shoot corner 3, and that's Harrison DeMera knocking down his third triple of the game. 9 points now for him, 50 seconds left in this third quarter, perhaps mercifully for Immaculata. 54-24 as the Knights have pulled away. Little 10-footer that time for George Browning. He gets it a fall. 54-26, 30 seconds now remain here in the third quarter as the Knights can hold for the last shot if they so choose, and that looks like what they're going to do, or at least take some time off the clock here. Demia controls the ball now on the left wing. 15 seconds left in the quarter. They feed one into the post for Stoma. Now up top for Demarest. Goes up for 3. A little bit short off the front of the rim, and a tie-up here between Stoma and Christian Medley. Looks like they're going to call the foul here against Medley. And that is not sitting very well with the Immaculata supporters, which there are a very good number.
A big turnout for
the
Immaculata.
coaches. They certainly did. I would say the Immaculata side of the grandstand is about 3/4 full.
You'll have to take our word for it, as obviously we want to get the pink out on the cameras here tonight.
Sure.
Student section showing up in full force.
And a timeout taken here by Gill St. Bernard's. Just a 30-second timeout taken by Mergen Sina. And you know, Derek, did you know that Gill St. Bernard's has a summer program right here on its 79-acre campus?
I had no idea. Tell me a little bit more about it.
Well, it's called the High Hills Day Camp, and it features enrichment programs, athletics, and more for ages 3 through 15. So that's a pretty wide age range, and certainly a lot of different things and all kinds of great stuff. So maybe, hey, for a holiday gift, send a kid you know to camp.
I've got a cousin down in South Jersey. I think that they'd like to come back up here and in the rolling hills of Gladstone be able to take advantage of this beautiful campus. Thanks for that little tidbit of information, Joe.
No problem. Early bird registration discounts are available, by the way, Derek, until December 30th, as Stakliunas' shot is no good, but it's quickly stolen away by Gill St. Bernard's.
Wow.
And DeMera gets the lay-in to go at the buzzer. 56-26. At the end of the third, a 30-point differential between these two teams. And by the way, see all the details at highhills.com.
It's a good program. Get involved.
It certainly is. Also a good program, this Gill St. Bernard's basketball team here tonight, up by 30 before we head to the fourth quarter. We kind of teased this a little bit earlier on in the broadcast, a little bit on the pregame show. Head coach for the Knights, Mergen Sina, has a couple of kids both playing at the Division I level in college, and we got a chance earlier this week to catch up with them and talk to them a little bit about that.
Well, it's a great feeling. I mean, Jasmine, I mean, obviously Jaron have coached a while, and he had an easier road if you want to, talk about a road. But Jasmine had some situation where they didn't feel she could play at that level, but she's having a great year. I mean, it's unbelievable. She's, I think 5th in the conference in scoring and in the top 5 in assists. And yeah, just watching the kids play in college. But that's all the kids. It really makes my winter go a lot easier. I'm a coach, but I also, I'm also a dad, so watching them, be successful at that next level is a great thing. But they put a lot of work into it. And, they deserved what they're getting.
And so that was Coach Mergensina talking about his kids. You saw some of the highlights, doing some great work there at the D1 level. Driving in was Demarest, and he had his shot denied. Here to start the fourth quarter, 56-26 with 7 minutes and 33 seconds remaining in this one. Immaculata with the ball. It's Conan Ritt on the outside, going up for 3. No good. And the rebound stays, though, with the Spartans. Another shot here for the Spartans. That was Brock Manning. Couldn't get that one to fall. Now to the outside, it's Gill St. Bernard's. A 3 coming for DeMaria. The shot was no good. 7:05 now remaining. 56-26 is the score. On the outside, Julian Alexis, the senior, has it for Immaculata. Up top for 3. Alexis rims out, and it's rebounded by Stakliunas. Demarest kicks to the corner for Demera, and he knocks down the 3 from the left corner. 59-26. And remember after the first quarter, Derek, when Gill St. Bernard's had 10 points.
And we didn't think we were going to see
a high-scoring game. Well, here we are, 59-26 with 6.5 to go.
Shows you how much I know about basketball.
Open 3 look for Alexis, and he's long on that one. Rebound by Stakliunas. Driving the other way. Mia goes up with a shot. No good. The rebound is brought down by Chase Munkle. Quickly working the other way.
It was 10-5 after the first quarter.
It was.
10-5. And I thought for sure that we weren't going to break 50. And that it was going to be, it still has been a defensive onslaught, but from the Knights. And they've been able to maintain the defensive pressure and attitude and aggression all throughout the game. And so that's why Immaculata has only been able to score 26 points up to this point, is because the defense has been so stout. And they're forcing them to take low percentage shots or no shot at all. I mean, how many turnovers have we seen? I want to say we're coming up on near 10 turnovers today.
I think we might have even surpassed it at this point. Brock Manning, by the way, was the player at the free throw line for Immaculata, going 1 for 2. Make it 59-28. Down low, Stoma catches the alley-oop pass and finishes off the glass. 16 points for the junior Stoma. 61-58. On the outside, it's Julian Alexis for Immaculata. A little handoff pass goes to Chambliss. Chambliss now gives to Conan Ritt. Ritt over to Brock Manning. Pretty much everybody on the floor has touched the ball on this possession. For Immaculata, as driving in was Alexis, and a whistle and a foul call. Going against the Knights, they're over the limit. So heading the line to shoot is Julian Alexis. With 5:32 left here in the fourth quarter, 61-28 is the score. First shot by Alexis is good. So he will get the opportunity to shoot a second of the 1-and-1. The second was and no good. Rebounded by Gill St. Bernard. They work it in to Del Priore. He goes up. Now passes out of it, and the ball skips away out of bounds. Last touch by Immaculata. It'll stay down on this end.
And we saw, I think, for one of the first times this half, what a move.
Great job that time by Alex Skakny, heading to the lane and getting his first 2 points in his high school career.
Good for him. He's pumped. You can see the smile from here.
63-30 with 5 minutes remaining. They work it into the post. Now kick up top. 3 ball from Chambliss, short. And the rebound goes out to Del Priore. Matt Del Priore quickly the other way. He gives to Dallas Hoffman, who number 50 is in the game for Gill St. Bernard's, a JV swing player. It's called up to varsity, and now 3 the other way for Immaculata, and knocking it down was Brock Manning. 63-33, 30-point lead for GSB. The outside for 3, Skakny drains it. Alex Skakny now with 5 points in short order. 66-33. Now the score in favor of Gill St. Bernard's.
Well, remember the name as the ball just gets turned over again, and Skakny keeping it back in for Stakliunas.
The outside, it's Del Priore on the left wing. Gets a screen from Hoffman. And gives to Del Priore up top. Hoffman for 3. Yes! And the crowd goes wild. They're loving seeing these guys come off the bench and having a big impact as they are. 69-33. The score in favor of Gill St. Bernard's.
Incredible performance by the bench right now, being able to come in and turn it on. I mean, just playing with enthusiasm and heart, and who knew? Who knew that these guys were going to be able to come on and do what they did? I want to take a look at Skakny coming in, as we see here, him able to just make a move. I mentioned earlier that he was part of this fast package. Look at that quick move and speed. And again, we see him also, he's got a little bit of a shot on him. Just post up, wide open look. Thank you very much. I'll have some of that.
And, well, with this timeout, looks like some of the Immaculata crowd is starting to file out slowly but surely for the last 3 minutes and 46 seconds of this contest. Looking ahead at the upcoming schedule for the Knights. Well, they play at the Hoop Group event at Teaneck at WHS. That's tomorrow. And then they are playing Franklin at Franklin on Tuesday the 23rd. And then they have got a big matchup next Saturday down in Delaware. Tell you about that as they come away with the steal, streaking the other way and laying it in was Evan Storch.
Everyone getting involved tonight.
But they're playing Philadelphia area powerhouse Newman Goretti. Outside for 3, shot was no good off the hands of Brandon Yu. But it's rebounded by Immaculata, so they'll keep the ball down 71-33. And, well, that Newman Goretti team is very good and should pose a good test for this Knights team. They also play Gonzaga College High School next Sunday. That's their last game before the new year. Driving the baseline now, giving it up and having the pass stolen away was Immaculata. On the outside is Skakny. He gives all the way up top for Tyler Starr. That's who number 1 is. Starr's got it. Spots up for 3. A little bit short. He airmailed it, but the ball was rebounded by Alex Imegwu. Who goes up on the baseline, a long jumper, and he knocks it down. Imegwu makes it a 40-point lead for Gill St. Bernard's. They are on a 13-0 run.
Megwo, the freshman, so you can see where the big man torch is going to be passed to in the next couple of years. I'm sure he's going to have a bright future ahead of him here at Gill St. Bernard's.
Pass goes out of bounds as things continue to spiral downwards for Immaculata. St. Bernard's takes it across. That's Alex Skakny. Skakny with the crossover move. Tried to get in on Rid as it's mostly backups against backups here at this point. Now it's Starr. Starr gives off to Skakny, drives the lane, goes up with the left hand, no good. The other way, Immaculata going up with the shot, and having it denied was Kyle McGovern. The ball skips out of bounds. It was last touched by Immaculata. So, St. Bernard's will get it back, up by 40 with a minute and 10 remaining.
Yeah, the tall duo out there of Dallas Hoffman and Alex Megwo, two young guys that I'm sure are going to have an impact, a much bigger impact for the Knights in years coming.
Yeah, those are also two of those swing players between junior varsity and the varsity team. Heading the other way on the fast break was Conan Ritt. And he was fouled as he dashed to the basket. Looks like they're going to charge with that foul, Alex Skakny. First shot from Ritt is no good. 45 seconds remain in this one. 73-33 is the score in favor of Gill St. Bernard's. As Ritt no good on the second. We invite you to keep it here for the post-game show right after, where we'll recap this and sign off. Take a look at some of the second half highlights as well in that time. Coming up right at the conclusion of this one. St. Bernard's with it on the outside. It's Tyler Starr dribbling it around. They'll just try and tick off as much time off the clock as possible. Skakny is the one controlling the ball. He'll wipe his brow, and that is going to do it. Immaculata backs off. Skakny continues to dribble out the clock. And the Gill St. Bernard's Knights are 1-0 on the 2014-2015 season. They start with a thunderous 73-33 victory over the Immaculata Spartans here tonight, Derek.
I did not see this coming after the first quarter.
No.
I thought it was going to be maybe a 50-33 game, not a 73-33 game. I mean, Gill St. Bernard's was able to absolutely figure out what they needed to do after the first 8 minutes. They were able to identify the defense and kind of adjust what they were doing. And then not only that, everyone was just able to hit their shots and find open looks. Everyone scored tonight. I can't tell you how many people scored tonight because I ran out of space on my paper. But at least eight people scored tonight. And that's so good for a high school team. And one that is as good as this is to be able to not rely on a single guy. And that's what we talked about earlier. You know, you drew that analogy with, Patrick Ewing.
Mm-hmm.
With Tyus Battle out, we saw everyone on the Knights squad contribute. And that's going to take them very far this year if they're able to share the ball like that and play unselfish ball.
And that is obviously the key to basketball. It is, of course, the ultimate team sport in many ways. It doesn't just run through one player, and having a Tyus Battle, obviously very nice. And
sure,
you can only imagine what this team can do with him on the court.
Oh,
if
my.
A 40-point win is what they could do without him on the court. But boy, certainly you need those pieces around the big star, and what we saw from Gill St. Bernard's tonight was that they certainly have those pieces.
They do, and not just pieces as in the other starting four.
Sure.
But their bench was able to really shine. Alex Skakny able to come off the bench and be hot. I remember when he first came in, the first thing he did was foul immediately, and that's because he was excited and he was very handsy and he was trying to do a lot. And so he drew a quick foul, or he committed a quick foul, and Coach Cenas, brought him to the side and said, listen, Just do what we practice, do what we know you can do. And sure enough, he came in, he was able to utilize his quickness and his speed, and talk about a low center of gravity. I mean, the kid gets lower than anyone I've ever seen at this level, just able to keep himself crouched down and explosive. So a great job by Skakny, a great job by Alex Imegwu and Dallas Hoffman, the other two big men that came off the bench. Those freshmen, I'm sure they're going to have a great and bright future here at Aresti Pavilion playing ball.
And how about Julius Stoma as well, getting in that starting lineup and taking over 16 points in this one to lead the way for Gill St. Bernard's to that 73-33 victory here tonight. And so for everyone here at Strive TV, want to thank you guys all for tuning in this evening and spending your Friday night with us. Here for Derek Grayman, I'm Joe Vasile. Thank you very much, and we will see you again very soon.